All right, we're going to try and get the heads on this 8V92 Ti today. We'll see how it goes. He had everything clean, but these holes where the head bolts go, we need to make sure there's no fluid or oil down in there, because when you drive the new bolts in, the fluid pressure can crack the block. So we're cleaning these out with compressed air, blowing compressed air down in there, and getting all that oil out of there so the bolt will go in. Okay, so we have the crush rings on, all the little rubber O-rings that are there. Those are for the coolant passages and for the oil passages that flow through the head. And then we have the perimeter gasket on there, and it's with the color side. The green side is facing out, so away from the cylinders. And then we packed some grease all the way around that so that it stays snapped in place on there. And just do another real quick cleanup on it, and everything's gonna be ready to go. Okay, if I push down on that, you got the shim under there behind. And now, is the one side loose or are they both tight?
Tight.
Okay, that means it's properly adjusted, because if this wasn't centered on there, one would come out. So we'll go to the next one. You have to go into the back side because there's a slot.
After the head's got on, because there's still room until I put everything else on in the front. You do a lot of work.
Around a little bit more right there. You go. Are you sure it's in the middle back there?
Yeah.
Okay, are they tight or is one loose?
Tight.
Okay. The next one.
Or they don't even, nobody has that.
This?
Yeah.
Nobody. I've called
Good.
Miami.
This one's loose.
I've called Texas.
Front one.
I talked to the people
Yep.
in
Yep, so this one's off.
Alabama, the wood line.
Okay.
It's tight again.
Both ones are tight?
Yeah.
Okay. Back and front?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so take this screw right here, back it off just a little bit. Is it loose now?
No.
Keep backing it off. Should get loose at some point.
Yeah.
It's loose now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so snug it just a tiny, tell me when it gets tight.
Okay.
Now, hang on a second. We're gonna back it off one flat of this nut. So come back, oh, go back to where it was tight. Do you know what I mean by one flat?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so this is,
Yeah.
okay, go ahead and do
Right
it.
to there.
Yeah. Okay, now, keep your screwdriver tight. And then we gotta snug that, Jonathan. Push down on that for me. Okay, let's see if they're tight.
Mm-hmm.
This looks so much easier to me than I bet it really is. This doesn't hurt my back at all.
Every boss ever.
Probably clean it and just take it from here to there, right?
Yeah.
You do the back.
I think if there's three of us and one person on each side, we'll be able to get it to the guide studs.
I'm gonna flip it around too.
Or do we want to try to wrap a strap around it? Well, we can hook the hook to it now.
Probably use both hands though.
Probably go through a link in the mid, whatever the middle one is, so that it's balanced.
You don't want to tighten these lock nuts?
They're fine. Well, I thought I could wrap the strap around it up over the gantry there, and I could just hold on to the strap if it was wrapped around my arm a few times, and be able to support it and hold it. But that was a mistake. That strap was really cutting into me. That head weighs about 200 pounds, maybe a little more because it's assembled. So this idea was a bad idea. We have a chain hoist. We should have just used it, but I just thought this would work. We could just get on the guide studs and we'll set it down slowly. But it was a lot harder than it should have been.
No.
We're gonna have to, or Dad need to leave. What are you seeing on my side?
Well, mine's caught.
Is mine
I don't know
caught?
if it's because it's crooked.
It's just because it's cocked. Yeah, this side needs to come down a little bit.
My side?
My side, this side here, needs to hit. Okay, hang on a second.
Not like that?
The back side needs to come up. That's what I'm saying. The side towards the blower. There you go. Okay, now let it down. Come down a little bit more. Okay, hang on a second. I can't, Jonathan, can you get your flashlight and look under there?
I have a flashlight.
Make sure the perimeter gasket's all the way on. All those O-rings are on. Nothing's cocked.
That's good.
Okay, let's let it down. Hang on a second.
I seem to.
We're caught on your side, Jonathan. Raise the chain hoist back up a little bit. Try and jiggle it. Come down a little. Your side's
Still
catching.
caught.
It's got to tweak back a little bit. Don't put your finger. The blower side needs to come up.
Okay.
Can you unhook my thing and hook me back there somehow? Is there a spot?
I mean, I can get you through like this hole right here.
That might
Or
be.
I can do like the prettiest thing. Wasn't very graceful, but it's on there.
We've been working really hard to get the heads on this thing right. Maybe it's time to spend a little time thinking about getting your head on right. Special thanks to our sponsor, BetterHelp, for this video. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service, 100% online. Fill out a questionnaire, and you can match with a therapist in as little as a couple of days. BetterHelp offers therapy for individuals, couples, and even teens. Tap into the world's largest network of licensed, accredited, and experienced therapists who can help you with a range of issues, including depression, anxiety, relationships, trauma, grief, and more. Easily switch therapists anytime at no cost if the fit's not right. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy more comfortable and convenient. With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.5 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform you can trust. Start fresh any day of the year with BetterHelp. Click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/busgreasemonkey and you'll get 10% off your first month of therapy. I'll snug the other ones a little bit. So you had the injectors all rebuilt. Got them in.
Get it up so you don't have
You guys got it? You want to set it down at the pivot here? Probably easier to set it there because then we got to lift it to get it up to the...
Okay. Oh shit, look at your finger.
You all right? Let me move this torque wrench out of the way.
Let's go down to the edge of the stairs. Now what do you want me to do? Because I can't go down very well.
Come on. Up and
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. You didn't know you were gonna get into all this coming here yesterday. You thought we were just gonna crank up and go. Oh. Hold on. Nope, you move your foot. I got this if you move your foot. Oh. All right.
got it?
That's my designer towel.
Leave it there for right now.
You want to tighten the chain up so that you get it closer to the...
As close as we can. Other way.
That's the wrong... Is that the right one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just making sure the chain doesn't fall. There you go. Yeah, keep going. Shorten that somehow.
And double check everything on the head again, or on the mating surface. Paint chips.
Plenty of those. They'll blow out the exhaust.
Okay, guide studs are in, all the rubber O-rings are in place, the perimeter gasket's still there, and then the 4 crush gaskets are there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hang.
That actually looks like a good trajectory, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it looks really good.
Okay, I'm feeling bolts.
Go back up
Getting ready to have to pilot it to the...
I'll let you have it.
Okay, look down a little. Alright, hold that. Okay. Keep going.
Is it started on the guide studs yet?
Yeah. On there.
Give it a little slack.
There's slack.
How many more you got?
5.
Oh God.
Super tight.
Okay, just try and fish this in for me, where this end comes up. Okay. Can you see in here? It's just gonna come back just a hair. Jiggle it just a tiny bit. Pull it a little bit. Okay, screw that screw in. Take this out of my hand before I drop it.
Matter which way this one goes in?
Yeah.
It does matter which way?
Oh, no. No, it doesn't matter. Well, I didn't really want to put the oil pan back on until after we had it filled with coolant, but because of the way everything hooks up in here, we got to get the engine lowered back down before we can hook some of the stuff to get the coolant back in it. So the oil pan's going to go on, we're going to leave the drain plug out, and then we'll leave the inspection port covers open as well so we can inspect if there's an issue where we need to look in there and see if it's leaking coolant. But we're going to pray that it's not. It was a nice cloudy, rainy day here, but we got quite a bit done. One more half day, we're going to go back and run the rack on it, set the rack, do the top end, set the valves, and he's going to start putting all the cooling system back together. So maybe tomorrow we're going to have it check the coolant.
See him loading up his tools, check the air and all those duels. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Well, he's got a long, hard ride in old Lenny the Silver Sides. Get that bus grease monkey on the road. Well, he's got that hammer down and that 47 Hound. It's that bus grease monkey on the road. He travels all around and he's coming to your town. Get that bus grease monkey down the road. With the propped up engine door, watch that bus grease monkey do his thing. 30 years behind that barn, 'cause it don't run worth a darn. Watch that bus grease monkey make it sing. He knows them Detroits, there's no doubt, upside down and inside out. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Saving buses far and wide in that old blue Silver Sides. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Now he's moved his family to the hills of Tennessee. Watch that bus grease monkey make his home, bringing buses back to life with the help of his dear wife. Watch that bus grease monkey get it done. Well, he travels town to town working on them old greyhounds. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Saving buses far and wide in old Lenny the Silver Sides. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know?